Most of the couples visit infertility center with anxious to conceive, even though the lady having normal ultrasonography, normal menstrual history, normal hormonal levels, even husband's normal semen analysis. In such cases, there is a chances of blocked tubes, means uterine tubal blockage. 25 to 30% is the tubal factor that leads to infertility. Namaste, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ Archana Hasmat, Ayurvedic gynecologist. Today, let you know briefly about blocked tubes and its 100% management through Ayurveda. With the grace of Lord Dhanvantari, let's start today's topic. You know about internal female reproductive organs, uterus, garbhashayam, fallopian tubes, ovaries, and along with uterus, the cervix will be there. Let you know about its anatomical positions and its function. The internal female reproductive organs are uterus, cervix, ovaries, and fallopian tubes. Uterus is pyriform shape, measures about approximately 9 cm in length, 6.5 cm in width, 3.5 cm in thickness. Anatomically and functionally, uterus is divided into body and cervix. Uterus has 3 layers from outside to inside: perimetrium, myometrium, endometrium. Endometrium shedding is nothing but menstrual bleeding. Cervix is a spindle shaped and measures 2.5 cm or a little more. It is bounded by internal os and below by external os. Ovaries are about 35 mm in length, 25 mm in width, 18 mm in thickness. Fallopian tubes are J-shaped. Each fallopian tube is attached to the uterine cornu. Measures 4 inches or 10 cm or more in length and approximately 8 mm in diameter. But diameter diminishes near the cornu of the uterus. It has 4 parts: interstitial or uterotubal junction, isthmus, ampulla, and finger-like structure called infundibulum. Interstitial part, which is located within the myometrium of the uterus, and it is 1 cm long and 0.7 mm in width. Isthmus is a short, narrow, thick-walled portion nearer to the uterus. Ampulla is wider, longer portion of the tube, and it is nearer to ovary. It is the most common site for fertilization, and here the pre-implantation fertilization takes place. The final segment is located farthest from the uterus is infundibulum. It is a funnel shaped to which fimbrias are attached. Watching finger-like appearance called fimbrias that helps to pick up the ovum from the ovary and helps ovum travel into the uterine tube. In this session, the main part about to discuss fallopian tube. Usually the fallopian tubes are muscular tubes, and having a small hair-like structure inside the tube, they move in both direction, helping an egg travel from ovary to the uterus and helping the sperm travel up to the uterus. Blocked fallopian tubes do not offer any symptoms unless 1 year of unsuccessful difficulty in conceiving. Usually, the fallopian tube, sometimes the egg can fertilize, can stick into the blocked fallopian tubes. That's called ectopic pregnancy. Some diseases related to fallopian tubes. By birth, any genetical problems leads to anatomical anomalies. Ascending infection may lead to abscess formation, and tubal rupture in case of ectopic pregnancy. And in rare tubo-ovarian abscess, and in rare cases there is a chances of adenocarcinoma of fallopian tube. Let's know what are the causes that leads to blockage in the fallopian tube. The history of any infection, sexually transmitted infection, previous history of burst appendix, any history of previous ectopic pregnancy, and any history of previously abdominal surgery, endometriosis, fibroids. This can lead to infection or any blockage in the fallopian tube. Then what tool is used to diagnose this problem? The hysterosalpingography. It is a type of X-ray. During X-ray, the dye is introduced into the uterus. That dye doesn't pass into the fallopian tubes. That suggests that there is a blockage in the fallopian tube. This is the X-ray of blocked fallopian tube. In some patients, there is only one side tubal blockage will be there. In some patients, there may be a bilateral, both sided tubal blockage will be there. This purely bilateral tubal blockage image. In Ayurveda, the whole female reproductive organs is called as Artavaha Srotas. Srotas means channels. The Artavaha Srotas covers overall female reproductive organs and encompasses it has a structural and function unit from hypothalamus to the uterus. It not only hormonal related to the female reproductive tract at the pathological level, but also covers the structural related female reproductive organs at the anatomical level. Here the fallopian tubes are very important structure in the Artavaha Srotas. Tubal blockage is considered as Vata Kapha dominated Tridoshaja Vyadhi. Vata is responsible for Sankocha, that is stricture, and Kapha is responsible for Shofa, that is inflammation, and Pitta is responsible for Paka, that is infection. Thus all the three doshas are collectively responsible for stenosis or obstruction pathology in the fallopian tube. Then what is the treatment for blocked uterus? In Ayurveda, especially in Panchakarma, the most beneficial procedure is mainly for blocked tubal blockage is Uttarabasti. It is done with all antiseptic precautions. And mainly for Uttarabasti, the Kumari Taila is used for blocked tube. Kumari Taila means Kumari is called for aloe vera. Kumari name, it is a Sanskrit term. It's a name itself says about it is related to female disorders, and it is very beneficial which are related to the female genetic tract problems and infertility. This Kumari or aloe vera having properties of pacifies the Vata, Kapha and balances the three doshas. It is mainly having gunas or properties like Ushna, Tikshna, Sara, Pramati and Sukshma that could reach the minute channels and remove the blockage in any part of the body. Now it is mainly talking about blocked tubes. It is very beneficial for blockage in the tubes. So it is a practically proved Kumari Taila is very beneficial for blocked tubes. Mainly the Uttarabasti is the main treatment for whatever your doctor can advise for blocked tubes. The main treatment is Uttarabasti. So this my small effort that make you sense about blocked fallopian tubes that leads to infertility. Namaste, sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu.